1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says deliberate and violent targeting of Muslims in India to divert the backlash over COVID-19 is akin to what the Nazis did to the Jews in Germany. The government has decided to introduce a law to prevent smuggling of essential commodities after introducing a law against hoarding. The Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting has urged the ulama to continue playing their role in promoting awareness against coronavirus. The number of confirmed coronavirus infection cases in the country has reached nearly 8,000. Saudi Arabia's Council of Senior Scholars has urged the Muslims around the world to pray at homes during Ramadan if they reside in countries that have imposed lockdowns. In occupied Kashmir, the chairman of all parties Hurriyat Conference has emphatically reiterated the resolve of the Kashmiri people to continue resistance until the last Indian soldier leaves Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says deliberate and violent targeting of Muslims in India by the Modi government to divert the backlash over its COVID-19 policy is akin to what the Nazis did to the Jews in Germany. In a tweet, he said this has left thousands stranded and hungry and is yet more proof of the racist Hindutva supremacist ideology of the Modi government. The Minister for Law and Justice Farooq Naseem says the government has introduced an ordinance to check hoarding of essential commodities amidst the spread of coronavirus pandemic. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said the new draft law contains a 3-year sentence, summary trial and confiscation of the material for hoarding of wheat, sugar, flour, ghee, sanitizers, facial masks and other essential items. The minister said an anti-smuggling law is also being introduced to prevent smuggling of dollars and essential commodities such as sugar and wheat through undeclared routes. He said the government will not let anyone exploit the prevailing situation. Farooq Naseem said a law about industries is also being prepared. Speaking on the occasion, the Parliamentary Secretary for Law and Justice, Malika Bukhari, said these laws are a manifestation of the vision of Prime Minister Imran Khan and fulfillment of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's manifesto. She said hoarding and anti-smuggling laws will ease the life of the ordinary people. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said the SAF's emergency cash program is one of the biggest relief packages for the poor in the country's history. He expressed these views during a visit to the SAF's emergency cash centres in Multan today. The Foreign Minister said under the program 144 billion rupees are being distributed among 12.5 million families. He said the people are given assistance without any political affiliations and the program is transparent through digital system. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, has hailed the issuance of a joint declaration by the President, Dr. Arif Alvi, and the ulama regarding holding of prayers in mosques during Ramadan. Addressing a news conference in Sialkot today, she urged the ulama to continue playing the due role in promoting anti-coronavirus awareness campaign among the people besides performing their religious obligations and duties. Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan said the Prime Minister Imran Khan is successfully fighting against the coronavirus pandemic and the entire nation stand behind him in this cause. She said COVID-19 testing capacity would be increased to 20,000 tests on daily basis by the end of this month. She said the government will announce maximum financial relief for the small shopkeepers and businessmen. She said the government would purchase wheat in bulk, keeping in view the future needs of the country in the prevailing coronavirus pandemic scenario. Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan highly hailed the frontline role of the doctors and the paramedics in the battle against coronavirus. The Minister for Railways, Sheikh Rashid Ahmed, says trains operation would be restored after the end of the lockdown across the country. He was talking to media persons at the Lahore railway station today after distributing food hampers among 1,000 porters, sanitary and washing line employees. He said Pakistan Railways has established hospitals at all the 7 divisional headquarters, including Peshawar, Rawalpindi, Lahore, Multan, Sakkar, Quetta and Karachi, to deal with the coronavirus cases. He said quarantine train to Chaman would be a complete hospital with 2 medical coaches which would facilitate 500 patients. The Chief Executive Officer, Jazz Amir Hafiz Ibrahim, called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today and presented a cheque of 50 million rupees as donation for the Prime Minister's Corona Relief Fund. The Prime Minister appreciated the donation made by Jazz and its employees. The number of confirmed coronavirus infection cases in the country has reached approximately 8,000. These include 3,649 in the Punjab, 2,355 in Sindh, 1,137 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 376 in Balochistan, 257 in Gilgit-Baltistan, 171 in Islamabad, and 48 in Azad Kashmir. Out of these, 1,868 patients have so far recovered, while the death toll from the virus stands at 159, with 16 reported deaths during the last 24 hours. 514 new cases were reported during the last 24 hours. This is Radio Pakistan. More than 161,268 people have died from coronavirus around the world, and the number of the confirmed infection cases has risen to over 2.3 million. According to AFP tally, the United States is the country with the most reported deaths at 39,090, followed by Italy with 23,227, Spain 20,453, France 19,323, and Britain 15,464. In Iran, restrictions imposed in the country to prevent the spread of coronavirus have been eased and extended till the 4th of next month. Iran's death toll from the new coronavirus has risen to 5,118, with over 82,000 infected cases. Germany has reported a total of 139,897 cases of COVID-19 as of midday Sunday, an increase of 2,458 over the past 24 hours. Saudi Arabia's Council of Senior Scholars has urged Muslims around the world to pray at homes during Ramadan if they reside in countries that have imposed lockdowns. The Council urged the Muslims to set an example by performing their religious duties while adhering to the preventative and precautionary measures. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation has condemned the unrelenting vicious Islamophobic campaign in India, maligning Muslims for the spread of COVID-19. The Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission of the organization, in a tweet, said the Indian media is negatively profiling the Muslims in the media and subjecting them to discrimination and violence with impunity. The OIC Commission urged the Indian government to take urgent steps to stop the growing tide of Islamophobia in the country and protect the rights of its persecuted Muslim minority as per its obligations under the international law. In occupied Kashmir, the chairman of all parties, Hurriyat Conference, Sayyid Ali Gilani, has emphatically reiterated the resolve of the Kashmiri people to continue resistance until the last Indian soldier leaves Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement in Srinagar, he castigated the Indian authorities for not handing over the bodies of the martyrs Ashik Ahmed Magre and Asif Ahmed Dar to their families for proper burial. They were martyred by the Indian troops in Shupaiyan on Friday. He said New Delhi has launched a ploy to disrespect Kashmiri martyrs and humiliate their families on the pretext of coronavirus epidemic. The APHC chairman urged the international community to take notice of the grave violations of the international law by India in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Tehreek-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir chairman Mohammad Ashraf Serai, while paying tributes to Ashik and Asif, said they are the real heroes of the Kashmiri people. A Saudi scholar, Abdi Zahrani, expressing his concern over hatred against Muslims in India in a tweet, said the Gulf states host millions of Indians, while fascist Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Hindu terrorist gangs in pursuit of the Hindutva agenda are committing crimes against Muslims in the country. And finally, the weather. Rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Potawar, Gilgit, Baltistan, Kashmir and Islamabad during the next 24 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.